Gang, what's good, people? Y'all already know you into the livest, greatest Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast where we filter out that mother freaking bull gang. What's good, world? What's good? You know, we got a session in the studio tonight, so I'm gonna have to keep it. I gotta whisper to you, motherfuckers.
You better not be whispering, nigga. No, that's me.
I thought it was me.
You better not be whispering, nigga. Shit. Hey,
What's
man,
good,
what's
world?
good, man?
Oh man, I was supposed to go out to I was supposed to go to a
Red
motherfucking
carpet.
yeah, and it was Juicy J hosting, and it was Erica Banks' little release party, but I wasn't. I don't like going nowhere by myself, man. Like, you know what I mean? You know how weird it is to like go somewhere by yourself and shit. You know what I mean? So
Weird.
I like to go with my peoples and shit. Huh?
I said, where the fuck?
It's weird, bro. That shit feels weird. You know what I mean? That shit don't feel right at all. So, people, you know what I mean? I couldn't just, anyway. But people, as we getting started with tonight's episode, you know what I mean? My guy.
You good?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, tonight's episode is literally going to be about filtering out that bull. And check this out. We got a couple things that we're going to bring on tonight. I want to make sure we got everything set up. You know what I mean? We didn't want to miss our time frames. We did. So what's good with y'all? You know, you already know we love to comment along with your comments. And it's the Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast. Yeah, this is a little unorthodox. Why? Because wasn't supposed to be. So you know, I usually don't dress in my light shirts when I'm on the podcast. I try to dress in my dark shirts, but fuck it. You know what I mean? Like fuck it, just jump out the shower. I ain't even cut up, nothing. You know what I mean? Job is at hand right now, people. The job is at hand. People, we're talking about gun laws, gun bans. You know what I mean? We wanted to really get into this, and really kind of work this. Just kind of talk about it, man. We're talking about money, power, respect is an object, or is it a goal? My theory, I have a different theory on it, but we're gonna talk about it tonight. Is money, power, respect an objective, or is it a goal? All
That's
right.
a lot of things to unpack tonight, huh?
Yes. We got marry the plan, not the man. Do you agree or disagree? We'll be expounding about that tonight. And what to marry for. You know what I mean? Also, I wanted to get into this. The California pays transgenders 900 a month.
$1 a month. So and it is to be clear, it is they pay 900 to poverty transgender. So if you are not meeting the threshold of making money and you are transgender, they have set aside, which is not much money, but they have set aside $200,000. Which right? I thought I would think it'd be 2 million, but whatever. 200,000 they have set aside in California, Palm Springs. It wasn't of all places, like Palm Springs, like the gay.
What about Palm Springs?
Palm Springs is fuck. Like,
I mean, well, that would make sense. That would make sense because of Coachella.
But I don't understand the transgender out there. Like when I went the last time I went to Palm Springs, I was like, this is Palm Springs. Like, don't get me wrong, beautiful, upscale, nice, just like San Francisco. Some parts, but all the Palm Springs was fucking nice. I'm like, this is gorgeous. Like, this is nice, everything. But it's a playground for your LGBTQ community. And I'll be honest, I didn't see a lot of lesbians out there. I seen a lot of gay guys. Like it wasn't like LGBT or cute. It was like gay, trans, and that type of party. I didn't see lesbians, but even though you seen a little bit of it, but it was like playground for men, like Sodom. It was like Sodom. Like, be honest,
Wow.
it was. But I didn't have no quarrel against it. It's just what I noticed just walking around and just like driving in the car. I was like, wow, this is different. But yeah, this California did pass it, but it was mainly for Palm Springs legislation, and it was a $900 a month. They will, if you are not, it's kind of like welfare for transgender. That's what it's like. Welfare for transgender.
Welfare for transgender.
That's what it's like. I'll just be honest. I'm just putting it out there. It's what it's exactly. Damn. Because when I read it, I thought it was like, oh, these niggas just giving transgender. Like I'll claim transgender, no problem. You know what I mean? But it's not. You want to give me $900?
You gotta put on the skirt to get that 900 though.
Yeah, I'm not putting on nothing. I don't have to look. I'm a girl in a man's body. Girl in a man's body.
I identify.
Whatever. I identify. Yeah, that whatever the case may be. And anybody that's out there, do not come for me and be like he's exploiting that, because I'll be honest.
They coming for you. This side.
Look. When it comes to our work field, it's all over the place. And when it comes to my manhood, look, if you identify, then I identify. Do not tread on me. God damn it. I'm just gonna be honest, but I don't hate on anybody that do their thing. But shit, if I can get some free money, I'm gonna get some free money. Especially 900. You gonna run a rack? A rack? Damn near a rack? Run me that. I need that. I do. But but if you talking about like, yo, we gotta like, how do you prove it? And I was wondering, like, how do you prove something like that? Like, how do you prove that you're transgender? When you look at somebody's Facebook page, that's catfish. You can catfish that all day. You know what I mean?
Well. Man, I'm being evil right now. I'm
Don't evil. Be evil. Be real.
I'm well, her birthday.
Her math. Yeah. Well, they're not transgender, are they?
No, they're not. I don't know. I really don't know.
They're literally born with both fucking organs and born with both male and female things and DNA. So it's like, okay, that's nigga, you both. That used to fuck me up though. So that you bring that up, that used to fuck me up. You know what I mean? It really did fuck me up. But
yeah. Obama and others weigh in on new abortion laws via Twitter. Wow.
Yes. So thanks to Miss Angel, which is not here tonight. She is indisposed, or she is out.
You got that?
Doing her Miss Angel thought thing. Obama and others weigh in on new abortion laws and via Twitter. They do. They like Obama goes in and he says pretty much everything that we've built as far as the laws go, it's been pretty much destroyed. And
you got that tweet?
Yeah, I get it for you.
Did she put it in the back office?
I got it. No, I got it. No, she didn't. I got it. Hold on. Give me a second. Sorry, my bad.
I'm faster.
Thing didn't have fucking up. The one thing.
I'm faster. Bam. Got it. All right, people, here you go.
You already got it. How the fuck you found that picture? Anybody see that shit? Oh, there you go. Today, the Supreme Court not only reversed nearly 50 years of precedent, it regulated the most intensely personal decision someone can make to the whims of politicians and ideologies. and ideologies, attacking the essential freedoms of millions of Americans. I try to tap into my Obama. You know what I mean? Try to tap into my Obama.
Wow, today the Supreme Court not only reversed nearly 50 years of all right, President, it regulated the most intense personal decision someone can make to whims of politician, indigenous ideologists of attacking the social freedom of millions. I mean, I just think, honestly, I just think that's a big ass bunch of word salad, bro. Big ass bunch of word salad. You know what I mean? If you ask me, I don't know, people. What do y'all think? To me, it's just a big ass bunch of word salad, and that those are just, whether he said it or not. I mean, I can't really, you know what I mean. Yeah, when y'all come in, hit that like button, people. Hit that like button. Also share. But would one of his daughters so happen to get pregnant, and would that still stand?
I don't.
You
I
know what
don't
I
think
mean?
that's the double standard that is held to politicians and to rich people. I don't like. It's like if that was to happen, like for rich people, they're like they have so much money, they would keep it quiet if it did happen. You know what I mean? Like you would just never know. But if it did happen, of course they. You think that's why they're fighting for abortion rights. They want to be able to say, you know what I mean? Like, look, it's my body, it's my choice. And I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. It is your choice. It's your body. It is your choice. And even after the podcast before, it is your body. It is your choice. I ultimately agree with that. Who can tell you, like, hey, you can't take a piss? You can't hurt
Right,
yourself.
but taking a piss is different from taking a life. That's
Yes.
totally different. You know what I mean? Like, even though, yeah, we want to call it a fetus, it's an embryo, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I mean? I'm a little more traditional. You know what I mean? I saw a post said, if we care about kids so much, why do we have so many abortions?
It's not the same thing. It's not. Let's be
I just
real.
thought that was just I
It's-
just thought that was just pretty, profound in its own way. You know what I
If
mean?
you care about, okay, everybody's pro life, right? Then don't fucking kill a roach. Don't kill a fucking bug or spider in your life. Be monk, motherfucker. Like, let's be real.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Let's
I can't
be
argue that.
real.
That's a
Let's
good
be
point.
real. If you're pro life, everything lives then at that particular point. You
That's a
cannot
good point.
kill. You better not hold some pesticide or raid in your fucking house.
No, you're right. I can't even argue that. I stand corrected on that because I
And
be
then
killing the shit
let me
out some
go even
shit.
further. I'll fuck with you vegans. You want to be pro life? You better not take a corn and go eat it. Because nigga, you didn't chop down a corn stalk and took its life. God damn it. Just
You
so
know
you
what's crazy? Speak of pro life and you speak of vegans. I've been learning a lot about grass and trees, and
has
that these
life.
things are really living.
Yes.
Trees really have life. They breathe. They give off oxygen. Like they
Without
give off these.
our life is fucked up.
So when we cut them down and you know what I mean, it's like
Yep.
I
Cut
get
them
it.
down.
It's like if you pro life, you would starve.
You know what I mean? Like if you really want to be that pro life, you know what I mean? Like what boundary? It's like at what point do you set the boundary, right? Like you have to be like, what boundary? At
Yeah,
what point do we set the boundary, right? We can't have what is called infestation. Too much of anything is the crazy part, right? So is
that
Congress
becomes
or government looking at population as infestation?
well. They're
Because
looking at population control.
right. But like some roaches outside of your house, I guess, well, some people disagree. They'd be like, I don't want no roaches outside of my house. Would be good for the be good for the species, good for the cycle. I and other people be like, I don't want no roaches. Well, some roaches outside of your house is actually good because it brings other life to eat on the roaches. That
Hell nah, nigga. Fuck them roaches,
it
man.
does.
Them
What I'm
motherfuckers can hear. Y'all can have them roaches.
I don't want the roaches. What I'm saying
People,
is, like, they're bugs. They're bugs and birds that eat roaches and shit like that. So what I'm saying, it sustains life. It's all a circle. It's a circle of life. The Lion King shit. You know what I mean? It's a circle of life type of shit. You know what I mean? Don't be in my house. I don't want you in my house, but outside the dwelling, okay, whatever. I'm talking about the sticks in the woods and shit like that. If you live in Australia, you live in fucking Ohio or fucking in the backwoods somewhere where you can't get rid of the bugs. You know what I mean? like there's certain things like if you're gonna be pro-life, then be pro-life about everything. If you saw a big ass spider this big, you're gonna kill that motherfucker. You gonna say, "Oh, that motherfucker's alive," or it's
hey,
just like
coming.
house.
Hey, if it's coming at me, I'm taking him out.
Yeah,
I'm taking him out. Man, talks of Las Vegas' new NBA team. Who's behind it?
yeah.
Who's behind it? I
My
gotta
guy.
pull some up. We gotta pull this up. But go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you expound while I pull it up.
Hey, man. So Las Vegas is the upcoming metropolis of entertainment. Well, always been a metropolis of entertainment, the city of entertainment and the city of food and things of that nature. But lately, it's been the upcoming metropolis for sports, such as football, Las Vegas Raiders, and there's talks of the major leagues. They do have a minor leagues. I got the hat on right now, Las Vegas Aviators. You know, they have the WNBA out here. The big ups to the UNLV. The Las Vegas Aces. But they are talking about the NBA coming to Las Vegas. And guess what? That's not even caveat on all of it. Guess who's funding the motherfucker?
Hold on. Before you say it,
You and most people can
before
guess this, and most people may not. But you wouldn't like you would think like who would be the people that would like it's just crazy that NBA will be coming. I'm gonna tell you like this: if NBA comes to Las Vegas turns into another LA. Hey, there it is. There it is. LeBron James wants to own an NBA expansion team in Las Vegas. It's set to happen. This is not like something that is, you know how there was like talks about NFL was coming to Las Vegas. Everybody was like, oh, NFL, blah, blah, blah. This is actually in motion. In motion. He hit his $1 billion. He has pulled. He is in the 1% elite. He reached that milestone, that club, that 1% elite. My guy, congratulations, has done it and wants to own a team in the NBA of the NBA in Las Vegas.
I think this is good, man. I think this is really good. I think it's good for the LeBron's, family, the James family. But I also think it's good for Vegas, you know what I mean? Of course it'll bring, some new some new hype to Vegas, you know what I mean? I know Cube's Big Three was popping up in Vegas for a long time. And his
or
basketball.
oh yeah. I
Yeah,
know what
the
you're
big
talking.
three.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
where he was bringing the old schoolers 3-on-3 games and shit.
yeah.
So, what I mean, I know that was bringing some light to Vegas and things like that. But I think this is
I think this is
really
really
good, man. This is really good, and really, this is really good for the James family. I think people really should start looking at this really different, and still start seeing that becoming a billionaire is really not that objectively hard
you
nowadays.
know what I think
You know what
it
I mean?
was?
Because of social media and the stretch of
You know what I
like
think
social. Go ahead.
I think it was the summer league basketball because they host summer league out here all the time. And all the biggest stars come out here in the all-star games. They come out here and it's like, yo, like what? Why can't we have like a regular team out here? Like this shit is popping. They go and they play and they're like, you know what I mean? Like, can you imagine? Can you imagine like Las Vegas team is playing any other team? You know what I mean? That night
Could
is
you
lit.
imagine Could you imagine Las Vegas having the championship, getting their first championship
Against the
What?
Lakers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like
what? That would
but the
never happen,
playoffs,
but you know,
at least like the Western
that would
Conference.
never. Hey, that would be like in 10 years, 20,
That shit
15,000
would be
years from now.
crazy. It would be crazy. You'd be like, yo,
Laker
Las
Nation.
Vegas Kings, because you know they do all kind of the Las Vegas Clippers. They gonna move
No,
somebody.
they're gonna be called the Las Vegas Gamblers. They might move the Clippers. That is a good one.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying, Las Vegas
That's
Clippers.
a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's not gonna be like a team.
I do sound.
Create a new team. I don't think they will create a new team, but who knows? Who knows?
That's a good one though.
Yeah. Like,
so you have to purchase. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. It reminds me of old girl that that owns piece of Denver Broncos right now. You know,
yes.
the black lady. You
know
what I mean? Y'all don't know about that. Y'all need to go look that up.
She doesn't own them all the way right. She is a partner. But yes,
she's a partner. She's a partner.
That's a big step because there's no black owners or part owners across the board. So that's a big step.
Of football.
Yes, period.
People, yes.
But yes, she is a part owner for sure. That shit is crazy. I'm like, and it had to be a woman of all things.
And while we speaking of her, I want to get to this. Relationship is a business deal. Because she's not, old girl is not with, I want to pull her up. Can you find who I'm talking about? Old girl. Old girl is not married to a black man, right? And I think she hasn't she hasn't got a lot of love from the black community in that sense of owning a team, like as if she was Martin Luther King or some shit, right? And I'm talking about the lady that became part owner of the Denver Broncos. She's not like it's not a thing like, oh shit, she's doing a thing like where it's a Cardi B on the cover. You get what I mean?
Right.
Like Cardi B is not praised. I mean, Cardi B is praised more than this woman.
Melody Hobson.
Melody Hobson, people. We're gonna pull that up for y'all. But like, why isn't she praised like Megan Thee Stallion or? I mean, I'm not taking none from those women though. I'm not taking anything from those women. I'm just saying she's not given the praise from our community like that. And that kind of like lets you know, like, like when she got married, she didn't marry she married a white guy, which looks like a great guy. Great, you know what I mean? Cool. I've never had people for the people that's watching, thank y'all for tuning in to the Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast where we filter out that bull. But I've never had a problem with black women dating outside the race, right? I've never had a problem with that. But we see a lot of flack when black men date outside their race and they get a lot of flack, but we don't see that same flack with black women. You know what I mean? They'll give Maya Angelou all the praise up the yin yang, and Maya Angelou was married to mostly white men her whole career.
Maya Angelou, don't go there. Maya Angelou deserves.
No. I'm not saying she don't deserve her flowers. I'm just saying to a woman like this who also has the same. She's not put on a plateau like Maya Angelou in a sense. You get what I mean? Or she's not put on a plateau like a Cardi B. Social media is crazy now. Anybody could become fucking famous. She's just not put on the plateau like that. Ain't nobody talking about her like that. It was the news covered it a little bit, and then who's talking about it on a bigger scale? Where it's like they talk.
Yeah, and guess what? She married to a white guy too.
I know.
That's great. I guess that's the only way you will actually get to some fucking ownership. You know what? You know what's so crazy about that?
So that's why I was so that's why I said relationship, it could be a business deal. Like most relationships, these women are getting like these black women are getting in, the smart ones are getting in and marrying the legacy. They're not marrying the man, they're marrying the legacy. And that's something I wanted to talk about, you know what I mean? Married for his legacy, not not as love. You know what I mean? Do you agree or disagree? So, people, if you're watching, women or guys, would you marry or would you want to get or would you want a woman to marry your legacy? Or period. I say this. A woman should marry the man legacy instead of love. Oh, I love him so much and we're gonna get married, but that love can die. How many people got married on love, my nigga, and got divorced? How many people?
Um,
Thousands, nigga.
and I'll answer that right now because just based on the two ones like Maya Angelou and Melody Hobson, right? I would agree with they're
Get
marrying
married.
marrying into legacy and also they're not marrying into the love. And I'll go as far as this because when I did my history research, this is John S. Jacobs is he wrote a book, was a slave. He wrote a book called A True Story of Slavery. And his sister, Harriet, uh, just be quick about it, Harriet um, married a white doctor. Excuse me. No, married a white lawyer.
Harriet Tubman?
No, no. Is that her name was
Oh,
Harriet? She was
oh,
not
okay.
Harriet. No, but her name
Okay.
was Harriet. But she married because they made this plot one day to get out of slavery, and what she did was buck herself down, got herself involved with a white man, had some babies, and then not even bought, not didn't even buy, was able to get her freedom and also her brother's freedom, which the book is about. Her brother's freedom, there thus passed. And that was a big deal because you have to look at that like it wasn't about love. It was about a business deal. For especially back in that time. So it's like, yo, like I have to look at it like now, are women groomed to be that way? Nah, not necessarily. But are they built to be that way? Absolutely. Absolutely. Love is not so much of a love construct anymore because of the construct in the context of money and power. And power. And then we gave women power and now they got a taste of it. They're like, yo, hey, shit. So when it comes to being a business deal, I behoove anybody that wants to challenge me, go look up the book. Go look up the book. It's called A True, and you can just read the article. Don't even read the book. Article. It's called A True Story of a Slave or A True Story of Slavery. It's by John S. Jacobs, and it was written before he died. So he gave all the accounts and this back the story up, and they would tell you about he was very pronounced. He escaped slavery into New York because they abolished it and all that. It was, I'm telling you, man, I learned about that shit. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That is some interesting shit. Interesting shit to learn about. So when I look at stuff like that, when somebody has been through slavery, when his mom and his dad when they were sold off by master, and they were sold off, him and his sister by master. His mom died when he was 4. He was
Oh,
sold off 4 times by the age of 12 in slavery, him and his sister. 4 times sold off and still was able to even go write a book. And his sister, all because him and his sister one day, his sister was getting raped by this one master, and they sat down and said, look, we'll have to get out of this. And they brought up what is called a business plan. And they brought a business plan to the right man. And that right man dug it. And this is where we stand today. They have made openings. I think it's fascinating. You're right. Married for his legacy, not his love. And guess what? Because they did his legacy, they were able to read and write under him. Oh, not even read and write, excuse me, learn the laws. They learned to read and write under the doctor, which was raping the sister. But they
I mean, shit. I mean, it's like this, bro. It's like fuck it. If you gonna marry somebody, marry up. Like if we go tie the knot, marry somebody like
But
I feel
isn't
like
that what females do today?
wait. I'm put it like this. My like me for instance, like my wife, right? I said, and I did this is not in a cocky form though. This is just like I'm like I am worth more than I have more value
Yeah.
than the men in your family have. Period. Right? And then it's like I have more value than the average man on in my area. Just pretty much like on earth. The average man on earth, I can create more value than, right? And that's because of I can take something and make I can take nothing and make something out of it, right? I can learn something creative. I can find something to entertain people. I can bring value to that brings monetary value and that increases paying bills and blah blah blah, right?
Give me
Well,
air
that's
and I'll give you water.
right, exactly. And that's something that I always say for a woman to marry up. Like when you get with someone, like for you, for instance, like you remind me of a renaissance. Like no matter what it is, you go seek it out, you go learn everything about it, you go make sure that shit works properly like it says it's supposed to work. And if it doesn't, you go make sure that the owner of not the CEO is aware of this product, not fucking, you know what I mean? Like
Facts.
you gonna go into depths on it. That's something I'm like, okay, I need to learn that, right? And so now it becomes what are the men surrounded by? Are they around other valuable men that they could become exceptionally valued also? Right? Because value only creates more value. So if you're about to marry someone who I'm not, because love is love, and everybody say, hey, cool. If you're about to marry somebody who has a 9 to 5 and you got a 9 to 5, where's the growth in that? Like, okay, where are we trying to take this? Where both people make, let's just say minimum wage. We're not going to say exceptional wages. We're going to just say minimum wage. With two people making minimum wage and we want to get married. What's the benefit in this?
Other than love, I don't know. What it is. Unless you're
but,
19,
but
unless you're young and learning to grow together, there is no fucking benefit. There's
I got
one.
fruit flies in there.
There's I don't know. Is it going around? It's
No, I
one.
got fruit because we
If
got
there's
we
one
got an
that's
orange
making,
tree.
there's
Anyway,
always one making more than the other, or the other, or one saving more than the other, or one spending more than the other. There's always that. And if you are on equal yoke, where you're not doing any of that, and you're just broke, then the bills, it's like you're equally spending on the bills. So I'm gonna tell you right now, to answer your question, unless you're growing and learning at a young age, I'm gonna tell you like that. At 30 or 25 and over,
you can't even say it.
shit, I didn't help you. I want to go to I want to go to a job interview, qualified or not. Like I'll lie and tell them I got a bachelor's degree. That's me. I'll lie and be like, yeah, I got a bachelor's degree from USC or whatever the fuck.
Like, look, bro, I even said this. I said, like, okay, y'all both got 9 to 5s, right? Y'all want to get married. Well, what's the benefit? Somebody got to have something
There's
more
no
than the other.
benefit.
Well, we'll check. There could be though. There could be, right?
Enlighten me, my guy.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. All right, so I always said,
Yeah.
if nothing crack off, you know what? I'm gonna grab me a county job, city job, right? I know the benefits behind that motherfucker is so great, superb. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta wait in no lines and blah blah blah, none of that, right? The benefits are superb. The medicals is superb. The life insurance and all of that superb. The 401k superb. Like you're taken care of, right? Like literally. And to vouch for that, I got great grandparents and grandparents that's living off of that. And I can see the benefits from working with the city or the county of that particular state that you're working in, right? You know how people get state county jobs or people get city jobs, stuff like that. Those jobs to me have more substantial benefits. Working for the oil refinery and stuff like that. the payout's crazy, but the benefits is like outweighs the like. So when you guys marry, you know what I mean, marry and you guys going for this long haul, you guys get ready to buy a house and all of these things. Now you have a job that's literally not only medically beneficial wise, 401k wise, retirement wise, you
Because
taken
that
care
job
of.
is an investment.
Exactly. It's the long haul. It's the long haul. And if you're
But
not
why
looking at
should
the
your
long haul,
fucking job be an investment though? I get it on
no,
certain
it's well, you
years.
gotta invest your time. I mean, yeah, they're paying you, they're giving you a check, but you
Yes,
gotta invest your time and show that dedication. Like shit, you gotta be at the job for more than what I think, what 3 to 4 years to really qualify for the real full term benefits or some shit like that.
and you're
But
right because did you see that TikTok post where that guy was at the Burger King for I guess 25 years, and what they gave him was like his retirement was like horrible gifts, horrible gifts. There were some pins, some pins. They didn't even give this nigga free coupons to Burger King. I can't make this shit up. I'm gonna bring it up for you right now. I'm joking. Like they gave him like I think like a Starbucks card, a
hey,
$5 Starbucks card, not even a 25.
no way. Are you
I swear
serious?
it was like 15 to 25 years this nigga been working at Burger King, and this was his retirement pension. I was like,
His pension?
no. It make you not want to ever.
I
Yeah,
see, that's why I said, like, see, that's what I'm talking about. See, you gotta marry. See, if a woman got with that dude and was like, I'm gonna marry because he's gonna land something great, like this gonna be a great longevity benefit. His pension. Look at his pension. He didn't even get he got pins. He got a pension, all right. He got a pin. That motherfucker got a pin for his pension. Hey, oh shit. People, thank y'all for tuning in. It's the Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast where we filter out that bull. And we just having a conversation of marry for his legacy, not love. Agree or not agree. Do you agree or don't you agree? The people that are watching, you can just easily comment agree or do not agree. And feel free if you want to explain why your reasoning of that. But yeah, man, that's like
yes, I just
that's
sent you the link.
exactly.
I sent you the link. There it is. I can't make this shit up. Like I can't make this up. Like this is something that I legitimately I scoured through the internet. I said there ain't no fucking way. There ain't no fucking way. I don't understand how he even worked there that long. And he goes through it. He's like, yo, this is what I got, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nigga, what? You're quitting today? Look, like I would have slipped grease on top of my foot and got fucking fired or medical leave or something and sued the company. Something. You can't tell me that you gonna
Oh my god, you can't make this. This is why. And if a woman married him, she wouldn't be. She married a bad legacy. That's the
I'm
bad
pretty
legacy.
sure he's married. I'm
Oh
pretty sure he is.
This is what I'm talking
Like
about.
2 dogs.
Don't marry love. Marry legacy, women. Don't marry love. Marry legacy.
27. I was off. 27 years.
Video of Burger King employee getting goodie bags for never missing work in 27 years, causing outrage. What? He's causing outrage. Wow.
No. Yeah, he is because it's like the goodie bag he got. I thought the one I saw he was quitting whatever, but I'm like, go ahead and play the video. Play the fucking video.
Hey, I just want you guys to know that on all the days where artists keep recording and not feeling appreciated, I've worked here for 27 years. I've never missed not one day of work.
Oh, you stop hearing it. He said,
Wow.
I've been here for 27 years. I haven't missed one day of work.
They gave this motherfucker fucking. Is that a gift card?
It's fucking horrible. 27 years.
Oh my god, dude!
27,
They
my
gave him
guy.
a bag of Reese's. You go get this bag of Reese's and take your ass home, nigga.
Bro, you to the military. Like, you're tripping. At least you would have got cola played, my guy. You're like, what the fuck? 27 years at Burger King?
They gave him a Starbucks cup.
Starbucks cup, my God. Not even the big T. They didn't even give him the big T sign. Horrible. It's horrible. Look.
That's what your legacy in the back. Yo,
No
27 years
my
of
guy.
legacy.
Let's be honest. There's no disrespect to my guy. Let's be clear. There's no disrespect. What it is like we're like,
No, that ain't no disrespect. That's fucking
you
real.
put that amount of time into something. That
Come
amount of
on,
time,
man. That's your receipt. That's your fucking receipt.
You should get paid. You should be. He should have had some shares at this point. That nigga should have his own Burger King at this point. What are you doing, my guy? 27 years? 27? Nigga, I won't even work. I won't even work one day at fucking fast food for a restaurant, nigga, let alone 27.
Damn.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm the type of nigga
That's
that take those same
horrible.
cheeseburgers and sell them to you. I'm not working there. I'll go buy them and resell them. That's me.
Man, that bring us.
Then resell them.
Hey man, that's a great segue to our tipping point of the night, the main topic of the night, people. Money, power, respect is an objective, not a goal. Agree or disagree. And because that's what we're seeing. This man, whether I don't know what he thought that was, going to work every day for 27 years. What was the goal in that? I don't think he had a goal. I just think he had maybe his goal was just to go to work every fucking day.
No,
Or
fuck goal. He didn't have a plan. There's no goal if you don't.
Maybe that was his plan.
No, it wasn't. His thing. It wasn't a plan. His thing was, I'm gonna go here and work, and then you know what? Oh, fuck it, I like it. Oh, they pay me pretty cool. Oh, how much the manager make? Oh, that's cool. Oh, let me go home. Oh, how much I pay for rent? That nigga probably got roaches. I'm just gonna be honest. He got roaches.
And he ain't killing them. He pro-life.
And then and there ain't nothing wrong. Like if I was him, I'll be bringing burgers galore home. I'll be like, yo, nigga, like, hey, anytime you want, hey, I'll be slinging burgers. I don't understand.
Hold on, how do you? But no, you got a point there. But how do you work at a place for 27 years and not manage that motherfucker? You said it earlier when you were like, I don't know the franchise.
I don't know if he was the manager.
It don't look like it. That don't look like a manager.
So I don't know. Maybe that was. I don't know what the black shirt means, but
that don't look like a manager. That don't look like a manager. A person of 27 years.
You don't give a fuck. Like McDonald's, we all know the red shirt, the blue shirts, and the red shirts.
Right.
And if you got the collar or the boat thing, the little boat thing in McDonald's,
are you really making money?
Right? You're the manager,
you know
right?
I mean?
Burger King, we don't.
Nigga, what was the one that you told me about? You was like, we had put up the fast food restaurants that were making money. In and Out. We're doing like $80,000 a year.
The Panda Express, 67.
Panda Express.
Yep.
Come on. Why did he? You know, I don't know. People.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if you pay me that much money, I don't give a fuck. I'm a creative committee. Period. I think like so. Hey, look, I'm gonna talk to the board. I'm be sending emails. I'm like, yo, hey, we about to throw a Burger King committee little party at Las Vegas location here. You know what I mean? Like, anybody want to join? But Y'all better not be sending no Reese Pieces and no Starbucks cups. Y'all better come.
No,
with the
nigga, they gave that.
Y'all
Hey,
better
they,
get the whips.
they gave that nigga a bag of Reese's. Nigga better take these bag of Reese's. Get the fuck on.
You know what that was? Yo, that wasn't even that was the owner. That was the owner going like, "Hey, here's your goodie bag. Thank you, nigga."
Right, because are they a franchise? They're like a franchise.
Yes, they're a fucking franchise, just like McDonald's, Panda, all of them are. They're all fucking franchises. That wasn't a fucking retirement. That nigga goodie bag.
That's for people that knows, don't work for a franchise. Where don't think you gonna work for a franchise. Don't make a career out of it. That's what we saying.
No, nigga, you need to work for a franchise to learn the business so you can own the franchise or create the franchise. That's why you go for the franchise, because you're gonna have
these niggas go get in there. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. These niggas go. Well, I'm gonna be stupid. These niggas go get in there and fucking get comfortable as fuck, just like old boy did, and stay there 27 years, and be like, okay, I'm done. My body's getting hurt. I think I'm gonna go ahead and retire.
some people that's okay.
Are you like, hold on? How the fuck do you live 27 years telling people that you work at McDonald's? I mean, you work at Burger King.
Look, at least I know my order is gonna be right, and that nigga know what the fuck it's gonna be on time. I need more niggas like that. I don't need these punk ass teenagers in there not giving a fuck about tomorrow. Doing TikTok videos and while they making my burger and shit. Look, like they making my burger, they going meat, cheese, and the tomatoes and the whoop and the watu. Like, fuck out of here. Nigga, make my burger right. You missed the fuck. I didn't want onions, bitch. I didn't want fucking onions. You fucking put onions. Oh, my bad. I was TikToking and put the onions, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, blah, 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 cash in, cash out. Cash in, cash
I got cheese,
out.
lettuce, tomatoes.
Cheese, cash in, cash out. Like, get the fuck out of here. All I wanted was a fucking burger.
Nope.
Look, my daughter's allergic to fucking onions, and you put them on there, bitch.
You go get this burger, and you go get this burger with some honey on it.
Hey,
you put honey on your burger.
Stop! I'll be watching TikTok. These motherfuckers be back here. I'll be like, stop recording, bitch, and get my order right. Stop!
These niggas be putting honey on your burgers.
Where the fuck did you get the honey from this morning, my guy? You open up some pack and put some honey in there? Fuck out of here. Stop.
I did not order that.
Hello, motherfucker.
Oh man, people, thank y'all for tuning in, man. We're gonna get back into our topic, but as a commercial break, low key, your boy Biz is kind of going viral on YouTube. So YouTube, bro. We dropped like four shorts in one day, and they all got 1,000, 1.2, 5K, 3K. Crazy. Trip me out. That should be tripping me out, nigga. I'll be like, the fuck? So, thank y'all. I guess this YouTube game thing I've been learning. Nigga, I ain't learned shit from YouTube, man. Let me tell y'all how to fucking do. Let me tell you how to work this fucking YouTube. Now, everybody say, oh, you got to do something trendy on YouTube. Everybody say, do something trendy. Do something that woo. Bro, on YouTube, y'all got to understand that YouTube is trying to compete. They're competing with Instagram and TikTok. If that don't tell you a lot, I ain't got much to tell you. Let's get back into our regular program.
Cheer.
Money, power, respect is an objective, not a goal. Okay, so I wanted to play this video, and this is the reason why. This is the last video that we have played from the last podcast, and I did not want to. Here we go. So it's a minute video, people. It's a minute video, so it's a little lengthy because some of y'all got like 10-second expands. So it's a little lengthy. All right, it's a minute, but in this minute, you're gonna understand why I said why this topic is at what it is.
But when you were a kid, they told us to write our goals down.
They did. And they lied.
And it's important when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You saying they dumb.
They lied.
Well, tell me something new.
I said goals are dumb because a goal is the simplest way to fail. See, if you set a goal and you don't achieve
But when you were a kid, they told us to write our goals down.
They did. And they lied.
And it's important when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You saying they dumb.
They lied.
Well, tell me something new.
I said goals are dumb because a goal is the simplest way to fail. See, if you set a goal and you don't achieve it, you ruin your self-esteem. If you set a goal and you do achieve it, congrats. But what if you could have done more? D-Wade, we all do something like this. At 26, I want to be married. At 28, Twitch, I want to have kids. By 30, I want to own a home. But what happens when you're 31 and you have none of those things? Now you start to question yourself. I no longer believe in goals. I believe in setting an objective with no limitations, because a goal is an end towards which energy is aimed. But why in the world would I start something with the end in mind?
As you can see, it's a knowledge bank right here. This brother is doing incredible work. Emmanuel's book, Illogical, Saying Yes to a Life Without Limits, is available everywhere books are sold.
I'll be honest. I love no homo, but I have a certain knowledge man crush on that guy. Like, I beseech his fucking knowledge. Like, I am like, I'm not even envy of like but his way of thinking is very powerful, and then how he he puts everything into a certain way. I idealize. I mean, he's one of my idols.
I say we
going from an NFL star to an intellectual speaker to a motivational speaker to just a icon of Black people, of how we would like to address motherfuckers. Like, period. Like, I consider myself to be very articulate. I consider myself to be very articulate, but I consider myself on a scale of articulate. Like, I'm like, compared to him, like I go, he's 10 and I'm like at a 7. Like, that's how I look at articulate. You know what I mean? Because he articulates himself, and no homo, like, he puts himself in the way, and he expresses the way how we sometimes we can't always gather our words to be. He has it already in a format, ready to go. And I'm like, yo, that's exactly what I felt like, or what I was meaning to say. And he just says, like, even when it comes to Black Lives Matters, cops against race, cops against Black people against white people, whatever the case may be, there's always he has an appropriate or phonetically sound response to everything. Big ups to my guy Ocho.
I think it comes to being around people, you know what I mean, and really understanding the people that you're around. And you can only be smart as the people you're around, and you can be. So it's like always being around people that's better than you. You know what I mean? And that's how I look at it. And if we look at the way our life has been, we've always looked at things in objective form. It's just that we've been taught so much that you got to have a goal. You got to have a goal for everything. Have a goal, motherfucker, right? But you got to do this. You got to do that. You got to do what those are the objectives. You know what I mean? And every time I've met an objective, my objective have superseded what my goal was. Every fucking time. Every fucking time. Every time. And I always looked at that. Like, every time I set a goal, I really never meet my goals. But my objectives, murder. That's what, like, I gotta get this, gotta get that, gotta have that. Okay, cool. I gotta have this. I gotta have 2 businesses set up by the end of the year. I gotta have the finances running by that time. Like, these are an objective that I literally meet. And even though, like, at the end of the day, I'm like, oh shit, I accumulated so much, or I accumulated this. They weren't goals of mine. They were literally objectives that literally have superseded what my thoughts in that objective was. Like the limitations were beyond, right? So like, okay, I wanted to go to Canada. I'll give you one, right? It wasn't a goal to do an international tour.
Right, yeah,
You know what I mean? That wasn't the goal.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
So the goal was to actually no. When I end up touring and going, I end up touring over in Canada, and that wasn't a goal of mine. That was just to go on an international tour. You get what I mean? I just wanted to go on an international tour. My objective was to get with somebody that toured internationally and make that happen. Literally. And the objective was superseded far beyond what I thought. I'm thinking I'm going to go do an American tour. Come to find out that American tour turned into an international tour. And I was like, I just told myself So I think those are the things that like sometimes we don't see. My wife always tell me like, well, you always manifest these things. I truly believe in manifestation. I literally do. You know what I mean? But I think sometimes it comes to focus. And when we focus on the things that we really want, and set an objective goal, like setting objective goals to get that, you know what I mean? I think that always the objectives wins all day over goals. So hearing it in that form of like I did that. I set a goal, say, okay, at 30, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have that, I'm gonna blah 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 blah. Right? But then the question comes, what if you don't have it? Are you gonna still feel the same way? Or you gonna feel still shitty and woo woo? And that's what happens to a lot of people. Literally that. Oh, by 30, what women do? By 28, I'm gonna be married, have me got 2 kids, whoop, whoop, da, da, and then what happens when they're 29?
But there's nothing wrong with setting a goal. This is the problem with it.
Did you? Okay. Do you understand what happens if that goal is not met?
I live by shoot by the stars, shoot for the stars, land on the moon theory. So I like so what?
Well, that's not answering the question.
That's the
What
same.
happens if
That's the same
no?
thing.
But
That's
no, most people are not shooting for the fucking
stars
and landing
yes,
on the moon. No, they're not. Most
they're
people
not
are
landing on the moon. They might be landing on Earth, and that's the problem.
Bro, they're not even getting off the ground.
Sure. Okay.
Most people.
If you put it that way, yeah, you're right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Getting off the ground. Okay, cool.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
we're looking at most facts, like most. If we generalizing it, most people generally those are not gunshots. Those are fireworks, people. Those are fireworks.
That's the mind frame that I feel like me personally, I feel like we as a people need to be able to get away from in order to show everybody, like, look, like, and I think the society is doing a great job in a whole, like, look, you can shoot for the stars. You can like reach for this. You can. And even though most people are not getting off the ground, if we show them, like I said before, I've said this before, when it comes to being a king and a queen, and princesses and princes out there that we need to show to be kings and queens, we have to show them. We can't continue showing them the wrong thing. And that's just the same factual. Like when you have to have like your goal can be simple. Like I get with Emmanuel saying, I get what Emmanuel saying. I get it, but some people cannot set anything other than just a simple goal because their life is so fucked up. So yeah, you can talk that talk.
No, bro.
Right.
They're not looking at it. They're looking at it as no. I think most people have it conflicted. Like they really have it twisted.
Sure,
Listen. Sometimes they're setting goals. Wait, sometimes they're setting goals that are objectives, right?
Sure,
Like,
I can agree with that. I would agree.
You know
with
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
oh no, that's not a goal. That's an
Let's
objective.
let's say that we're explaining it to an 8-year-old child.
Like, okay,
This
getting
is
a
what
car, right? Okay, getting a
8-year-old
car
child.
is okay. Getting a car is not a goal. That's an objective.
Not for an 8-year-old. So let's go to 8-year-old. Let's go to 8-year-old. I have no 8-year-olds in here, but you've been through 8-year-olds.
Okay, wait.
Let's go
Getting
through
good grades is not a goal. That's an objective. You have
Sure.
to,
I would
period.
agree.
Right?
I
So
would
that's what I tell my daughters.
Oh,
Like,
what is a goal for an 8-year-old?
what is a goal for 8-year-old to want what they want? I mean, they kind of like we give their goals all the time. Everything they want, we give it.
This is my thing. This is my thing.
As parents, like I ain't gonna lie, I spoil the fuck out of my kids, man.
Okay,
Like
so
I
I guess
my
my question to you and Emmanuel and for myself also is, what is a goal? Is that the score? Which I believe it is. That's what I'm like. A goal is a score. When you say goal, you score. Like that's the goal, right? So you set your goal to
right,
score.
but when you set a goal, it's the end. It's like, well, what's next?
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's what we're talking about. Like, that's why I say like setting goals shouldn't be the new norm.
Now I like that. I like what you said when you talk about that. When you set a goal, that's the end. No, that's why it's just a goal. Like,
no, most people no. Let me, nigga. You okay? Let's say you set a goal. I need 10 mil, right? You get your 10 mil. What you gonna do after that?
Set another goal.
But you ain't tripping, nigga. You chilling though.
No, no. because you settled for the 10 mil,
yachts,
that goal,
parties,
because you
private islands.
Just because you settle for that goal doesn't mean you can't set yourself another goal.
Private islands,
sure.
Yacht parties.
I agree with the fuckery, and I agree with the shit that comes with during. This is what I'm thinking. I'm not talking about us. See, you took it from an 8-year-old to a grown person. Let's keep it simple.
No, I'm telling you from an 8-year-old perspective.
Because people are difficult. People like adults. I'm just being honest. Adults like to do what they will with it because they feel like they can. That's right. So before we get there, can we solve the necessity of an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old to an 8-year-old goal? Like, can we solve that? Like,
but
a 5-year-old, an 8-year-old, 10-year-olds go from them.
Look, they don't even know what they want.
Exactly.
Fucking eat half the time, bro. So their goals, they're setting goals like, okay, I have a goal by the end of this week. I'm going to eat this much candy, and I'm going to go out and do these many things. Like they're like kids' brains, like their frontal cortex ain't even like they're so wired and spongy and learning, so they can't even
set the goal, puts it in place.
You know what I mean? Like
sets the chaos aside, and it categorizes what they should do in the meantime. And for a kid like myself, when I was like, fuck, I wish I had somebody, but like I never had any goals. What I had was motivation for myself. I was like, yo, fuck a goal. I never was like, yo, this is my goal. I wish I did have goals. I wish I did. Looking back when I was like,
goals and objective is like this to me, bro. It's like a basketball game. To win is the goal, right? To win is the goal, right?
Yes.
But we got to make these plays, and these plays have objectives in them, and we got to be able to meet these. You know what I mean? Yo, you got to be able to block on point. Yo, you got to be able to stick on point. Yo, you got to be able to handle the ball on point. You know what I mean? We got an objective that needs to be met in order to win this game, which is the goal.
Overall, yeah,
right. It's like an overall thing, but tomorrow you got another game, motherfucker. Like, we're gonna have then that becomes what shit. The objective is to win these games.
See, I move ordained. I move.
Look. Well, check. It moves different. It's not now. It changes from winning the game into now winning the championship. right? Because that's the end goal. The end goal is winning the championship. That's the top goal.
The be all. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like now it's now it's the objectives now became just winning the games. Well, we need to win this game. That's an objective now. It now became, it's not a goal just to win games anymore. It's an objective to win games. And now these become tasks that we have to do to meet these objectives. You know what I mean? And then now those objectives leads up to the fucking goal is to get into the playoffs so we can get to the finals and we can win the finals, you know what I mean? Or win the series or whatever the fucking case may be.
I'll bring it down to like,
you know what I mean?
I'll bring it down to like,
that's a goal to win, to become all-time champion.
And
I'll give you one more before you go in. Wait. I got one more. Before you go in. Okay. An artist, right? An entertainer. Let's just say an artist, songwriter, musician, or whatever.
Okay.
Most of the time, their objectives are to get songs out there, to meet different producers, songwriters, to get the music played, and blah, 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 right? But the goal, literally, be for niggas is to get the Grammy. They can get a Grammy, they ain't got to work a day in their life. They good. The jobs are coming to them all day. Those are the goals niggas have. You get what I mean? And it's kind of like an end all be all when it gets like when you get a Grammy, because you don't really have to work as much. You don't have to, and your work just become like a call. Like, yo, we need you to show up to da. So that's really not in the sense of work where you got to get out and hustle for it. You get what I mean? So that's kind of like an end all be all to me. Like, you know, once you get a Grammy, you kind of like, you don't need to work as hard unless you just fuck up your name or something.
I think the goal is fun and the objective is work. And I think that's the difference for me.
The goal is fun
and the objective is work.
And the objective is work.
Yes. That's what I believe.
I don't think so. I think the goal is legacy.
I believe the goal is fucking fun. Like, because when you have a goal, you're like, I'm about to do this. When you have an objective, it's like you recognize what you need to do. Like
that shit has to be done.
I keep it simple. Like homework, right? I have homework to do. My goal is to get it done. I'm like, fuck it, I'll get it done. But my objective is like, nigga, you gotta do this, and this. You gotta do this, and this. But my goal is like, fuck it, I'm gonna get it done, blah, 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 however it gets done. That is myself talking or speaking to myself or anything. Let's talk about it. Like, let's be, when it comes down to like your goal or your objective to building, taking your alternate, getting your tire fixed, taking your kids to daycare, in a job interview. What is your goal for a job interview, right? Your goal is to land the job. But your objective is to persuade the person to understand that you are capable of the job. But before then, your goal, you're like, hey, all I got to do is this, and all I got to do is that. All I do is got to do this for this person. You have to set yourself into plan A and plan B and plan C of your objective in order to get the job. Your objective, nigga, I'm Call of Duty bound. I know what my objectives are. I know what my goal is. My goal is to win. Hey, my objectives is to plant this bomb and to prevent you from fucking getting over there from me and snipe as many motherfuckers as I can and have the best gun or the best type of person I fucking can from you getting there. Yeah, my goal is to win for sure. That's my goal.
Okay, so check.
It's fun.
When we have objectives, right? When we have objectives, what I'm telling you, what I'm saying, there's tasks leads to objectives, objective leads to goals, right? And that's how I look at it, right? And so these objectives get you your goal. So people can look at, okay, the gang money, you know what I mean? If you're trying to gang money, ganging money is not really like not like a hard fish to swallow, ganging money, right? But in order to really reach what you want, you need objectives. You need objectives to reach what you want. How could you motherfuckers out there don't have objectives? How could y'all not have objectives? So you shit. How could you go through every fucking day of life not having the objective? You know what? I wake up probably every fucking morning, come to my fucking office, and I'm every day working on the same fucking mountain. One chip with one chip with one chip. And even though that motherfucker look far away, I'm still matching every day. My objective is to build another brick, build another brick, build another brick, build another brick. At the end of the day, I'm going to have a castle. But every day I wake up, build another brick, build another brick, build another brick. You got to have objectives. Your objective leads you to your goals. That's what I believe. If your objectives are not leading you to your goal, then you may need to change your objectives. Really, you may need to change your objectives if they're not leading to your goal.
I would 110%. Change your fucking objectives if they're not leading to your goals. Because you can have an objective to fix a bike, you have objectives to fix a car, your relationship, a job, anything. But if you're not accomplishing that, they can switch it up. But excuse me. But to be to cater to what the topic is, money, power, respect is an objective, right? It money, power, and respect is an objective, and I can't be utterly more clear than that. It is an objective. It is not a.
And I'm glad you said that. Wait, because I want to catch you right there. I'm glad you said that because now most people are going to think that money, power, respect is a goal, and it's not. It's an objective. Because once you get that power, you got to keep that power and obtain that power and maneuver that power. Once you get the respect, you got to be able to deal with respect and give respect and learn how to, like, it's a continuous thing. Now, the goal inside of those things to obtain what you need to obtain inside of the money, power, respect, right? But those are life choices, motherfucker. Those are life situations. Nigga, you're going to need respect to get around this motherfucker. I mean, if you really want it, you're going to need money. Everybody got to live, and in the Bible it says a man that don't work is a man that shouldn't be paid. So that's even in the Bible. You know what I mean?
So to clarify, I think for people, it is your goal. Your goal is to get, not to have. Your objective is to have. That's the difference, because you can get anything with your goals, but to have it, to sustain it, is your objective. That's the difference.
To have the goal. You said to have the goal. No, to have the objective is to get the goal.
No. That's not what I said at all.
Okay, explain it.
So let's say money, power, respect, right? To get any of those is your goal. To get them is your goal. But to have them and sustain them is your objective. You can get them all day with your goal. You can go, hey, this is my goal. I'll go ahead and get it, blah, blah, blah. Because it ends.
You can't just get your goal without an objective.
I understand. Look, you can. You can. But no, you just said like you can get them, but you cannot sustain them.
You cannot get a no. You can
get them, and they won't be able to sustain it though.
You can't get a goal without an objective. Like you need some type of objective to get the goal.
Okay, what would be the objective to get the goal?
Whatever that goal is. So I don't know. We want to win the fucking game.
In order to get money,
if we want to get a championship,
my objective would be my family is my objective to get the goal.
No, if you want to get money, your objective is to get a fucking job. And then show up to that job every fucking day so you could receive a certain substantial amount of money, whatever that goal of amount of money that you want.
Sure.
So motherfuckers like, okay, I want 200K. Okay, cool. Your goal is 200K. All right, cool. Well, what do you need to do as an objective to get to that 200K?
Right, but I'm saying past that, it's still reversion. It's like, okay, I guess I wasn't clear. So my thing is like, you're right, I wasn't clear. So my thing is, once you do that, once you establish that, it's not over. So you have to even think past that point. Once you do accomplish your goal based on your objective, then you have to flip it over and go, hey, I've accomplished my goal. Now that I have my goal, what is my objective? Because
Okay,
you
so you
cannot
right.
have a goal without
Well,
having your objective.
well, I say this. I'll put it this
That's
way.
where I'm at with it.
You know how people say you have your 5, 10, 15-year goals, right? So
Yeah.
your 5-year goal should lead you up to your 10-year goal. Your 10-year goal should lead you up to your 15-year goal, right? Like it should all coexist with each other,
It
right?
should coincide. Yeah.
Right, coincide. I'm sorry, coincide with each other, right? And so when you look at that, I looked at objectives, right? So you reach your 5-year goal. Okay, cool. We're on to our 10-year goal. What's the objectives to get to that 10-year goal, right? And that's what I say. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't stop, like you said. It doesn't stop. It just repeats. It's just that now it just becomes a different level, and the goal becomes that much intense, or you know what I mean, that much more, whatever the case may be, but that much more higher, I'll say. You know what I mean? And then your 15-year goal is that much thicker and that much, more higher. So I just think that's how people should look at objectives and goals. Like your goals are your 5-year, 10-year, 20-year type shit. But your objectives are the thing that you're applying to get to those years. I mean, to get to those goals. Like, my goal is to get to the fucking store, right? But the objective is I gotta walk to that motherfucker. I gotta hit this street, turn the left, or drive. You know what I mean? I got the shit that I gotta do to even get to the goal. And what I look at is like, well, those are things or tasks or objectives that we have to take on to get to that. So.
And I agree with that. So how does that play into a relationship?
A relationship with an objective, like with goals. I don't know. It depends on the person. If they're trying to what are we talking? Like, what do they want out of this relationship? You know what I mean? What is your whole point in this relationship? And I think people get in relationships this is good. This is good because I think I'm going somewhere. I think people get in relationships with a goal of this love thing. We're gonna live this happily matrimony and this paradise, and not understand the objectives that's gonna take to get there.
They see the fairy tale.
They see the fairy tale
and don't see the work.
Yes, the objectives to get to that work. Like, you know how long it took certain people. I saw a couple about 50 years old, and this couple was literally like a couple houses or whatever, but the way their shit was just set up and the way they just knew each other, and like you can tell this took time. This took many patience, dude. You know what I mean? So I understand that part of the game, right? You know what I mean? We gotta, and I'm with it. I'm the person like, look, hey, look, we're gonna have to, you know what I mean? We're gonna have to sleep in a motherfucking hut to get to this mansion, but you willing to go in? Let's do what we gotta do. You know what I mean? I think that's really what you have to look at. Azika. I say that right? Azika, the real one. She tried to take your name. Notice?
I love it.
She said it's better to have a plan than a goal. I don't think so.
What the fuck do you not, Azika? I'm with you, baby girl. I don't even know. Yeah, you're the real one for sure. Because it is better to have a plan than a goal. Your plan will get you to at least somewhere. Your goal will stop short of your plan.
What if in the midst of your plan, that motherfucker get changed?
Huh?
What if in the middle of your plan, that motherfucker get changed? This is why I hate plans.
You alter the plan. You don't alter.
So you create a whole another plan.
That's why.
That's creating a new plan.
Your plan is a path.
Plan.
Your plan is a path, and the path can be changed at any time. And anybody that knows that you set a path forward for anything, it can be changed. Anybody.
The reason why I said what I said. Well, the reason why I said what I said.
It's like going from your home to the grocery store, right? If there's an accident, you know there's gonna be a detour. Okay, with that detour, you can get around it. Period. But if your goal was just to go to the store, then you're fucked. You're fucked. If your goal was just to go to the store.
So, people, having a plan is literally setting A and B, C objectives. It's just objectives. That's objectives that you're setting to get to a certain point, right? And people will conflate that with the plan. Like they will say, well, that's the plan. My objectives are my plan to get to what you know what I mean? So literally, the reason why I say I don't believe in plans is because the way people use planning now, or the way people use are not objective tasks type of shit, right? Is that we're gonna go here?
It's an objective task, though.
No. Wait. No. Listen. No, what I'm saying is, I'm with it. I believe that objectives. Objectives is literally a plan to get to the goal. Literally. Setting objectives is the plan to get to your goal. I've been saying that the whole
objectives is the plan. Okay, I agree with
right.
that. Okay.
But when people have a plan, when people say, "Oh, I'm gonna set up a plan to do a certain things," a lot of times their plan are not in the objectives form. You get what I mean? Like they're more of a task or like these little bitty steps to get to the, you know what I mean? And objectives to me, I feel objectives are power moves. You know what I mean? It's literally power moves, right? To me, it's power moves, right? It's not these little bitty small steps. Like I can't stand that. You know, all you gotta do is keep one step at a time. No, motherfucker, you need to make big steps. You need to figure out how to get from A literally to motherfucking C, because you're getting outbeat from everybody from A to B. So you need to get from A to C. And nowadays, you got to be exceptional nowadays. Everybody's going viral. Everything gets paid. Everybody's making money, bro. So what separates you from the crowd is being exceptionally like
that's by the thought and theory that you shoot for the stars, you land on the moon. And Ezekiel said it best. Like it is the plan versus the goal. You can also. She wanted the goal is not to. It's said to mix you up, to make you think that the goal is to land on the moon. That's not the goal. The goal was said to be like land on the moon. The goal was said to be land on the moon, but my plan was to land close to it, or even in the arena. Because if I am in that arena of the moon, then I have accomplished my true goal. That's me, period. If I set a goal for the moon and I'm just, okay, I'll put it to you like this, right? If I set a goal to be, let me get close to California, right? Look, my goal is to get close to California, but I am satisfied with just being close to California. I overshot it, San Diego. I undershot it, fucking Barstow. Oh, excuse me. Now I can't even say that. Let's say Death Valley, right? Like whatever is the borderline between Vegas and fucking fucking California. I can't remember. Whatever it is. My goal was to do that, but my plan is how to get there. How do I do this? That's my plan. How do I incorporate? My objective is how do I incorporate that objective? Like, how do I go about doing this? But my goal is to be there. To be there is my end of all, is my winning subject. But if I don't, if I don't win it, am I satisfied with still not winning? And that's my thing. And that's what I'm talking about. My theory of like shoot for the stars, land on the moon. Because even if I land on the moon and I didn't make it to the stars, I still can be among the stars, and I left Earth. Does that make any sense? I left Earth, but I landed on the moon, and I'm among the stars because I'm closer to the stars than I was if I was stayed on Earth. That's my theory. That's my saying, the thing that I've always lived by. Always live by. I'm like, yo, if I can just, cool, and look, cool. If I don't, cool. If I do, fuck it. I'm with the stars. Fuck it. I'm partying, blah, blah, blah. It may not be all cracked up what it's supposed to be. Me going to the stars, I'm like, yeah, this shit is shit. Shit is nothing but a glow ball. But the moon might be popping. That might be where all the shit going down on. You know what I mean? And that's where I come from. So, objective
people.
There it is.
So as you can see, people, you have two different perspectives. You know what I mean? We're able to kind of help filter out, and you guys can you guys can tap the link to video in if you would like to have the conversation. I know we have quite a few people watching right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's the Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast. I know my picture's a little pixelated right now. I'm looking at the other screen. But bear with us, people. Bear with us. You know what I mean? Bear with us. I guess my internet's is going a little weird right now.
Go ahead.
You know, but thank you guys so much. And it's the Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast. Y'all make sure that y'all have some time to go to Gas Mask on Instagram. And make sure y'all check out that merch. Gang, gang. And
so fucking funny to me. Please bring that up.
Huh?
Okay. The Lamont. I didn't want to read it.
Lamont, don't shoot for the stars. You might miss them. Shoot for the heavens and grab the stars on your way down.
On the way down to what, motherfucker? I'm not planning on going down. I'm going up.
People, video in. We'd love to have you, tune in. The link is there. Lamont, we'd love to have you explain a little bit more with your comment. But I mean, I get what he's, I get it.
I get it too.
I mean, I was kind of like looking at like shoot for the heavens and grab the stars on your way. And, you know what I mean? It's like
on the way down to the moon.
Damn, Lamont, I gotta die.
She's saying the same thing I'm saying though. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey, Lamont, I gotta die to see.
Heavens, right? Nigga, we only talk about Earth and death, motherfucker. Shit. Extreme, a little bit extreme.
Fucking with you, Lamont. Thank you so much, man, for tuning in. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate you, man.
Shoot for the stars, nigga. Shoot for the heavens. Oh shit! Shit got serious.
Fuck shoot for the stars. You motherfuckers are slow.
Y'all niggas is in the 22. Y'all in 2022, nigga. I'm in 2035. God damn it! Shoot for the heavens. Hey, I can imagine it in the pimp voice. Hey, nigga, you shoot for the stars, shoot for the heavens.
People, we about to get into our after hours, people. Thank y'all so much. Y'all feel more than welcome to call in, tune in, so we can talk more. In the after hours is where we love to speak with you guys and really, really have the conversation with y'all, man. And of course, we got a couple people tuning in right now, but what I'm going to do is we're gonna have a 10-second last word with notice before we get into the after hours. And cheer.
Hey, what up, what up, what up, what up? Again, thank you for tuning in to the Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast where we filter out that bull. I like to thank all my fans and everybody that's out there that will see this. I have seen this tonight and will see this in the future. Yo, I'll tell you like this. Hey, to recap everything, gun laws. Gun laws is crazy. We should restrict them down to the 18-year-old, the people, from the 18-year-old people to the 20-year-old ones. The 21 are age appropriate. Period. Point blank. Guns gotta fucking go. But if you can't fucking buy liquor, you can't buy fucking bullets. Period. Or fucking guns. Gotta go. Now, with that being said, let's moving on. All the fucking controversy that we went over tonight. I appreciate everybody that's coming through and stopping with your comments. Relationships. Biz put it on it tonight. We noticed put it on there tonight. A lot to think about. At the end of the day, think about what you want. Think about what you need. Set your goals and your objectives accordingly. Because if you don't, you're setting yourself up for failure. I can promise you that. If you do not put your shit in order, you are fucking up. That's notice telling you that. You ain't got to take my word for it. I guarantee that shit. Well, with that being said, take care. Brush your hair. Hey, wash your hands and say your prayers because Jesus and germs are everywhere. Church.
Gang. Hey, people, thank y'all for tuning in. It's the Gas Mask Tribe After Hours. This is where we chit chat about the show, where you guys call in. You guys let us know. We down for the debates. We love having debates, so you know what I mean? Please correct us. This is where we like to filter it out, people. And to speak about the gun laws, we're speaking about gun laws today, and the topic on the right here. Oh shit. Okay, gang. And money, power, respect is an objective. That's what we're talking about. So people, if you guys feel free, want to come in and talk about that. Also, we're gonna get to these gun laws that were spoken of earlier, and that's what we're speaking on. And to
gotta protect the babies.
But I do feel people should keep their guns. I do feel people should keep their guns. You know what I mean? And I don't want it to be in the wrong hands, of course. You know what I mean? But I do understand that people needs to keep themselves protected and things like that. And plus, it keeps other people on guard. You know what I mean? So
let's keep it real. Let's keep it fucking real. It's not anybody else other than white supremacists. We got one black guy, right? White supremacists and young males feeling objective to something. I don't know what it is, but that's what it is. It's not. I mean, you got one Hispanic guy. Okay, you just don't have like motherfuckers just of different races coming up in there they're crazy. I'm gonna be honest. Fuck that. Let's call it like, look, let's call the kettle black. Straight up. Let's call it how we see it. If it's a fucking duck and it quacks and it does all that shit, it's a fucking duck. If it fucking crows in the morning and it fucking does this, it's a fucking rooster. If it tastes good, finger looking good on fucking bread and all that shit and egg and all that milk, it's a fucking chicken. And if it tastes good on the grill, then it's all of the above. I'm be honest. Straight up. Let's call it how we see it. That's the problem. Everybody tiptoeing over this shit. It's a white fucking problem. It's not a black one. The white, just like slavery is. Just like slavery is. It's a white person problem. It's not a black person problem. The only reason it's a black person issue or it's a black person issue from shooting in it is because y'all make it our issue. not a problem, because we'll solve it. And y'all don't want us to solve it. Y'all keep saying y'all don't want to solve. Oh, we're scared, uprising, blah, blah, blah. Y'all keep saying y'all don't want us to solve it. So solve it for yourselves. It's a white problem. Solve it. It don't take us to come in there and go like, hey, you guys are shooting us up. Hey, it's slavery. Hey, prejudice. Hey, your cops are doing this. Hey, this and that. Fuck that. Do it yourself.
You don't think that's pointing the finger. You don't think that's like playing
Fuck
like
that.
being
No,
very biased.
I don't give
Being
a fuck
very
about
biased
bias.
to
Nope, I don't. Bias would be me pointing and leaning to one side more than the other. Look, I'm gonna be honest, completely honest.
look.
How
Are you
many
biased
years-
because it's
many
us?
years-
Wait. It's
Okay.
us, the one that have the guns and shit, right? You know, because we do,
No.
you know, we taking each other out type shit. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, you know, when we say when you speak of these things, like, oh, it's not just
Okay,
it's,
cool.
it's a
Okay.
white thing. I'm like,
Sure.
well, shit.
Sure.
Have you
Yes.
seen the mother?
Yes.
Wait. I'm like,
What
oh, have
did
you seen?
what did
Wait,
you know
no.
from Compton, LA?
Wait, no.
What did you know
Have
from
you-
Compton, LA, been to Columbia? Or
Wait.
been or shipped the
That's not the
motherfucker?
point.
Yeah, that is
That's
the
not
point. Or
No,
got a motherfucker to give you AKs and all this shit from whatever. You know a motherfucker in customs. You know a motherfucker that riding it. I guarantee your homeboy that you know that's in that motherfucking field is a white dude. So don't get look. Promise you this. I promise you that. This with that, I can tell you this.
Zika.
I can tell you this. Promise you, you cannot do anything without a white person. What do you mean? How is a race problem? Well, how is what a race problem? Let's be clear.
Because the statement was you made was it's not a black thing, it's a white thing, right?
It is.
And I'm like, okay, well, cool. If it's a white thing, then obviously we're looking at two different fucking statistic rates on crime, violence, and guns. Because even though, yes, I get you, this may be a pointing on a race thing, but what we're talking about is we're talking about gun laws, and you was talking about how all these guns, you know what I mean, are not
okay.
white
Do you?
I'm like, well, shit. Wait.
You're right.
I'm like,
Okay,
have
let me be
these
clear.
been looking at TV? Because we got
Fuck TV.
niggas
Let
shooting
me
at
be
niggas
clear.
all day.
Let me say facts, then. Let me say facts. Everybody talk about, oh, immigrants it is and immigrants that and blah blah blah. Do you know that the number one exporter of guns is America? We're shipping guns more to different countries than we are receiving them. It's not us that are victims of gun control. We are the supplier of the guns. That's a fact. That is a fact.
We're not talking about wait. We're
You
not
want to talk
talking
about gun control?
No, we're not talking about who export guns, right? We're not talking about how.
Yes, we are, because who is. This is why we're talking about it. This is why. Let me
What
explain.
we're talking about is the gun.
Let me finish my thought. The reason why we're talking about why we are the biggest exporters and why we are the problem is because
Guns not the problem.
There's not African Americans. There's not African Americans going, hey, yo, you want to buy these guns? And if they are, it's because of who? We're not.
Bro.
Countries are coming to us for the guns.
Bro. Guns and look, Azika, the real one, said guns are not the problem.
Yes.
Crazy people are.
Access to the guns of crazy people are the problem. You're right. Guns are not the problem. But if you have a smorgasbord, right? You have this board of just guns of everything beautiful galore. And then you have no control over, it's like Thanksgiving, right? And all the kids are hungry. Anybody
you got to cam up. You got to cam up.
Anybody that's 18 or older can go in there. And you know how an 18-year-old is. They're hungry. versus a 25-year-old dude versus a 35-year-old dude versus a 65-year-old dude, or what man or woman, right? Doesn't matter.
But
what do you see where I'm getting to? Like
no,
when you don't like
no,
when
no.
you're young, you're dumb, and you're eager. When guns is not the problem. You're right. The problem is, I believe, the first step in what you're doing is controlling it by limiting the age. You can't go get an assault rifle at 18. You got to be 20 to 25 at least, my guy.
But still, a person at 25 can still do some crazy shit. A person at 45 can still do some crazy shit.
It doesn't. You're right. Anybody
it
at
has
whatever
nothing
age
to
can
do
do
with
some crazy shit. The likelihood of it happening is not. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with drinking and driving, right? It's the same thing with getting insurance. A person that's 18-year-olds, does he care about insurance to his car? He doesn't. His parents does. You know why his parents does? Because they understand the value. That's it.
I'll give you a good one. You know why kids at 16 can't get a full license?
Yeah, I do. Why?
Well, let's just say, what do they get?
Huh?
What do they get? What do a child at 16? They get a driver's permit. You get what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why, because they're underage. Until they get 18, they get a real license, right?
You don't get a
and
permit
so
or guns.
Huh?
You don't get a permit to drinking.
No. What I'm saying is that's what when I hear you saying, those are what I hear. Like, that's the analogy. You know what I mean? But what I see is that I've seen kids around guns at 7 years old, 5 years old, 10, 15 years old, and never touched the motherfucker. Like, never touched it. You know what I mean? And like in the South, them guys in the South sometimes leave their rifles and guns around, and the kids be just running and playing, and like the gun be sitting there. Like, it's a normal thing. It's nothing like, you get what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. It's like it's the gun laws is a way of saying they only do this when a crazy chaos like this happens, right? And I don't like to speak of it because they're dealing with kids, and you know what I mean. I really care for the kids. Like, I'm that guy. Like, what about the kids? I'm that guy. Like, you know what I mean. But I don't get into it deep enough because that's just not mine.
Biz, you can't be loosey goosey. When it was a time frame.
No, they was fucking loosey goosey, bro.
There was a time frame where we were loosey goosey with driving cars, right?
No, bro. Listen to me.
Seatbelts. It was time we was loosey goosey with insurance. You wasn't required to have insurance. Now you're required to have insurance. Why? So a person can be protected if you fucking crash into them. So both parties can be protected if you crash into them. There's a reason behind this shit. It's the same reason that the gun laws are being in place. It's because there's too much loosey-goosey because America is free. And if we're going to be free, then you need to have some checks and balances, motherfucker. You can't just be, oh, fuck, land of the free. It's like Vegas. You can't come out here thinking you're going to do anything and everything and then not have some repercussions. No, you can go to jail. You can go to prison for murder. You can go here and there. Yes, you can get kicked out of fucking Las Vegas and never come back. Yes, you can get blacklisted and banned. Yes, you have to have some laws for loosey-gooseys. And it doesn't mean that everybody's that way. It means that we have came into a point of time where people are starting to be more loosey-goosey than the average will stand for, then the masses will stand for. If I cannot go to the grocery store, if you cannot go to the grocery store, or fuck it, if our kids cannot go to the school, a school in any state in America, and feel secure, there's a problem. Loosey goosey. We need to tighten up on the motherfucking reins.
No, bro, those were intentions, bro. Those are intentions.
We're not taking the guns. We're not saying take the guns. Tighten up, nigga. Tighten up, my guy. Tighten up. If your daughter was wearing short skirts, would you let her? No, nigga, tighten up. Tighten up, nigga.
But the whole point. But I think telling a person to withhold their gun just because of, or take away guns just because of, you know what I mean? I think there's some underlying shit.
There's not,
you know what I mean? I think
the problem. Everybody
wait. I get it. Cool. They're not taking away the guns, but what I'm saying is, I think there's a lot of underlying shit here. I think there's a lot that we're not seeing. I mean, look, people, thank you for tuning in. It's the Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast. But like going across the road and shit and being like performing in front of these places, these people know what they're doing, bro. People know what the fuck they're doing. They'll claim that they're crazy. They'll claim this or whatever, but people know what the fuck they're doing. A person with a gun knows what the fuck he's doing. He has as true intentions of using this motherfucker for whatever purpose that is. And yes, it should be eliminated through proper authorities. Yes. But them people didn't do that just do going up in that school. They didn't really do what they were supposed to. I was listening to tapes of this cat. The cop was like, yeah, bro, we gonna get this motherfucker. And they were like, bro, get in the fucking school, bro. This motherfucker. You know, he's like, no, we're gonna wait. I'm like, bro, this like what the fuck? Like, there's been too many a time this shit happened, and I'm with you. There'll be too many a time this shit happened where they've been loose. I mean, Columbine, too many colleges have
and that's the beginning of us. That's the beginning of our generation. Columbine was the opening. And no one can ever tell me anything different. Yes, it may have been some before, but Columbine for our generation was the opening of mass shootings, was the pipe bombs and fucking shooting. And then it settled down, and then after that, it fucking arised again. Why? Because people are not getting the control of it.
Because Biden's in office.
Shut the fuck up. It's not
get that nigga out of office, then we're good.
No, that's not true.
Yes.
Republicans just voted against gun control right now. They just voted against that shit. You can't tell me because Biden's in office, that's the reason. Democrats just voted. You know how many motherfucking Republicans get voted against?
You know what they did? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Hey, go look up the spot. Oh, man. See, this is why I can't go on my shit. Check. I'm setting up
now.
I'm setting up a
fucking
look,
shame.
I'm setting up a, okay, look, I go on these conspiracies. I call them conspiracies because people don't believe them.
I have to become a Democrat in the fucking second. I'm not about to become independent. That's what I'm about to become. Fuck a Democrat. I'm about to become independent in the fucking second. That's what I'm about to become. Because this Republican Democratic bullshit is beyond me. Fuck that. Motherfuckers and got too far away because the political party, and it used to be about agree, disagree, agree to disagree. That's what it used to be about. Now it's like, oh, fuck you, black or white, white or black, and you gotta be Oreo in either fence.
What town? Stop 1 second. Let's do one thing right quick before we head out, people. Can you look up the town? Can you look up the town that shooting happened?
What are you talking? Black Wall Street
in Texas? No, in Texas.
Oh,
in Texas.
There's a lot of shootings that happen in Texas.
No. The school shooting. The school shooting. The with the kids.
Oh, you talking about Vlad?
Vlad.
Yeah, Vlad. You Vlad? Yeah. That's how Vlad shooting. Yeah.
Oh, that's what they call. Oh, Vlad shooting.
Yeah.
Okay. So
elementary school shooting.
What part of Texas that's in?
It's called Vlad. Vlad is okay. So on May 24, 2022, 18-year-old Salvador Ramos shot 19 students and a teacher in school in Vlad, Texas, United States. Vlad,
Texas. Now,
yes.
Okay, so is Vlad a Republican?
Huh?
Is Vlad mostly Republican or Democrat?
I believe they're Democrat state, but I go ahead. Which is a vague way to put it because you already know what Texas is.
It's Republican.
This is not a state. Let's see. 39 country Yuba County, Texas is 39.4% voted Democrat. They are Republican. 59.
So now check. I already knew that. Because I already did this. Now check.
Party.
And did the Republican Party just pass the whole little thing with gun laws? You just said it earlier.
But they
voted for it, right?
Yeah, Republicans did, which is the first thing in fucking ever that they ever agreed on. But what did they agree on?
You still didn't see what I'm saying. You still didn't
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But what is the gun law that they agreed on, though? You have to address that first. The first thing that they agreed on, the only thing they agreed on is the age appropriateness is 18 to 21. That is the thing that they agreed on. So regardless of, you can say gun laws all day, but what gun law did they agree on? Gun law that they agreed on was 18. Take that out to 21. That's what they agreed on.
I don't know. People, man, it's more, bro, that they agreed on. It's not just that one. They agreed on some more shit.
That's exactly what the bill's on. That's exactly what the bill's on.
The bills are like 300 pages or some shit, but
yeah, you go for the bit. Yeah, but that's the main the outline of the bill is basis of who can fucking get a gun as far as your age requirement. Sure, there can be something in mental health and all that, blah 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 blah. Hey, they'll shut you down mental health, but when it comes down to it, the bill is what it is. That's what it is.
Okay, so my point was that I look at when things are trying to get pushed and the Republican Party and they keep back and forth and they've been trying to push these gun laws for a minute. It hasn't been just like yesterday they've been trying to push these gun laws. They've been trying to push these gun laws since Columbine. So and then there was a big uproar. You're not going to take our guns, and maybe the people fought against that. Like there was a whole big gun thing about that. And then, I mean, people, y'all got to really see what's going on here. I'm not saying our government. Let me stop. So yeah.
Hey, look. Love you.
I start. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. We really appreciate you. It's the Cast Match Drive TV podcast. Where we fit up that book.
No.
And thank y'all so much, man. Appreciate y'all. We outie, people. Thank y'all.